Welcome yogis, Namaste. Thank you for being here with me today. We're going to do a progression building to Purvottanasana or upward facing plank. What you really need for this pose is strong wrists, mobile and strong shoulders and arms, open chest. So we really need to focus on strengthening all those as well as creating mobility and flexibility in the shoulders and the chest. So in order to do that, I really suggest that you use blocks to start out with. This helps you with the wrist, especially if you feel like you have weaker, sensitive wrists. You want to put your hands on a block. And we're going to go through several steps before we actually get to the upward facing plank. So let's go ahead and begin. We're just going to sit tall. So extend the arms out to the side. And as you sit tall, most of us tend to round our back this way. So I want you to see if you can send the tailbone back behind you, but at the same time, lift the chest up. You can take your hands and put it right next to your body. Arms are straight. If you have difficulty keeping the arms straight, you can always take your hands on your blocks and really press down on the blocks to allow your chest to lift up. So as you notice, when my hands are on the block, obviously my elbows are going to bend a little bit, but I want you to really focus on strengthening the legs. So really pressing the heels away, your hands pressing down on the block, and then that allows you to lift the chest up. Once you feel comfortable with that, you can take your hands behind you, just maybe like a foot. And then again, depending on your wrist, you can turn the fingertips away from each other or away from your hips if you have open shoulders, or even towards your hips. You know, go wherever it feels comfortable with your arms and the chest. And then we're going to initially start with reverse tabletop. So put your feet flat on your mat. Take a nice deep breath in. If you notice, my chest is lifted. And then as you press through the bottom of the feet, you're just going to lift the hips up. Go as high as you can comfortably on your shoulders. And then exhale and lower the hips down. Inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, lower the hips down. Keep your chin to your chest for now. Inhale, press down through the feet to lift the hips up. Exhale and lower down. And then inhale, lift the hips up. We're going to pause here for a moment. So now as you pause here, can you lift the hips up a little bit higher as you press the feet down? Keep the chin to your chest so you don't crank your neck. And take a nice deep breath here. 3 breaths. And 2. And exhale and lower down. So I suggest that you do that till you feel comfortable and strong in that pose. And then once you feel that, then we're going to alternate the legs. So again, fingertips either towards your hips, away from your hips, or away from each other. About a foot behind your hips. Press your feet down. Lift the hips up. Pause here for a moment, and then bring the legs a little bit closer to each other, and we're just going to alternate the legs. So go side to side. You're going to extend the left leg forward and then switch to the right and switch to the left and switch to the right and then switch one side and then pause here. Again, lift the hips up as you open up into the shoulders and arms. Keep the chin to your chest for now. And then switch to the right and hold. So notice if your hips are dropping, can you lift the hips up a little bit more? And then really press your bottom of your foot down. And then bring that leg back in and have a seat. So again, build up on that. So if that feels good, you feel strong and poised in that position, then we can move on again. Take your hands behind you. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, lift the hips up. Inhale, pause. And then bring your feet a little bit closer to each other. Extend the left leg forward. Make sure the bottom of your foot is pressing down on the floor. And then extend the right leg forward. Now, right here, you want to really allow the hips to lift. Keep the chin to your chest. Press your hands down. Fingers are wide spread from each other. Hold it for 3. Keep breathing for 2 and 1, and lower the hips down nice and slowly. Sit tall. Bring the soles of your feet together. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale and bow forward. Inhale, sit tall. And then as you sit tall here, just sit for a moment. Notice that this is a progression. So you want to feel comfortable and strong in one step before you continue on to the other and more fuller expression. But then as I say this, I want to make sure that you know that the full expression of the pose is whatever feels safe in your body. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.